Hello and welcome to Flashback Friday, where I take a look at an 80s film and give it a review. And this week I selected Howard the Duck, movie I've wanted to do for a while now. And, well, here we go. What's the story? The story is that Howard is a humanoid duck, an anthropomorphic duck, from a duck world in a planet shaped like an egg. During an experiment on our Earth, he gets sucked through a portal to our world, and he then meets up with a rock star played by an upcoming rock star, I should say, played by Leah Thompson, a quirky professor / janitor, played by Tim Robbins, and together with Jeffrey Jones, they tried to bring him back, get him back home. But in reactivating the machine, it brings something else here, which infects Jeffrey Jones, and this evil being has decided he wants to, what else? Take over the world. Of course! So first off, I don't get the hate for this movie at all. Not at all. It's not the greatest movie ever made. It's not the worst movie ever made. It's just off. Because, one, it's based on a comic book character. The Marvel Comics character comes to life. And so you think, it's got to be a superhero movie. But it's not. It's a comic book film. It's not bad. But it is a weird movie. You got Jeffrey Jones' face transforming. By the end, he looks ridiculous. You got Tim Robbins and his wigga. And you have... It's a weird movie, but it's enjoyable, you know? The music is great. The effects for, what was it, 1986, I think? 1985. Yeah, 1986. For 1986, the effects still hold up. I will say, though, that during watching this, I got close up to the TV because I was going to mess with the shelf underneath, or I was picking up something that was in front of the shelf underneath, and I picked it up, and I looked up, and when you get real close, there's the grain. It's that way with Land Before Time, too, but, as well, but, Land Before Time as well, but, yeah, but you see from afar, it's actually pretty good quality, and like I said, the acting is pretty good for the most part. You know, I don't know who plays Howard, but he's great. I don't think it says. It says Leah Thompson, Jeffrey Jones. Jeffrey Jones as the villain. Jeffrey Jones as the villain is terrific. I loved him in Beetlejuice, which would be in after this, which eventually I will cover on a Flashback Friday. I promise you. But probably during Halloween time, maybe. And, you know, Tim Robbins and Leah Thompson are great in this film. Like I said, the effects really hold up. There's quite a bit of stop motion, especially when you get a Jeffrey Jones character and you get those creatures that he's trying to bring in. But it's not too bad. I've always thought that stop motion, while a little bit iffy sometimes, was a better medium to use than CG, because at least you know there was something there. There was physically something moving. It was there. You know, it was, they used a practical effect to create it, where CGI is just on a computer and it's not nothing. At least with the stop motion, it's practical. It's there. I've always kind of gravitated towards that. Nowadays, you're going to get CGI everywhere. And while I don't hate CGI, there are some instances where, we're going to use CGI, but they don't have enough money for good CGI, so it looks horrible. Even at its worst, with stop motion, at least you knew it was there. I'm just saying. So, let's see. What do I like about this film? Like I said, the effects, the music is pretty cool. And the acting is spot on. I think it's great. The story, not too bad. There are a few things that I don't like, though. Okay, so I understand you have a male character, Howard, and a female character in Leah Thompson's character. You do not have to ship them. They do not have to be romantic love interests. There is a scene where they almost do it. They are in bed. They're ready to go. And Tim Robbins show up, and it's like, hallelujah. Thank you, Tim Robbins. You are the savior. We don't want to see no duck porn. Speaking of which, duck tits. Ooh. Yeah, when Howard's being sucked through, I'm not saying that. It's weird. It's weird, okay? I don't hate it. I don't like it. It's just weird, all right? He's being sucked through the portal, and he's going through all these apartments. And one has a topless duck in her bathtub, and she's like, oh, she doesn't cover herself up, and she's just like, and it's just like, this movie's PG. Yes, this is 1986 when PG meant PG, but I think it's PG, right? Yeah, PG. Of course, Jaws was PG, and you have titties in there too, but I'm just saying, it's jarring. First time I watched this, I remember going, are those duck boobs? And then, of course, the nostalgia critic, duck tits, woo! So that's what I say now. So when that popped on there, I'm like, duck tits, woo! It's still disturbing, though. What? George Lucas was on crack. He came up with duck tits and Jar Jar Binks and couldn't fit Jar Jar Binks in this film, so he said, you know what, I'll make another Star Wars film. We'll shove them in there. Yeah, George Lucas produced this. It wasn't directed by him, but it was produced by him. Directed by Willard Hayuk. I'm sorry if I butcher your name, bruh. But yeah, and also what I don't like is that they do this thing at the end where they make you think, oh, Howard's dead. But he's not. He's alive. He's fine. It's just like, why add that in there? It's the end of the film, you know. And Howard becomes the band's manager because it's a band, and their manager is a jerk. So he gets rid of the jerk, and then he becomes their manager, but not fully until the end of the film. He's stuck on Earth now. He's gonna, you know, and you know, especially now watching this, you know, he's not going back. That's not how it's gonna end, because this is an origin story for Howard the Duck being a duck person that's on Earth. That's what it is. So you know that at the end of the film, he's not going back, because there could be future installments. It's like a comic book. Like the first comic book could be about him trying to get home, but it doesn't work, so now you have more issues with the comic book. A sequel was never made, which I wish there would be. I wish they would try. I know they had Howard the Duck in the MCU. He's voiced by Seth Green. He's CG. It's not a bad idea. And yes, he was in Endgame. You gotta look very, very closely, but he was in Endgame. He's during when all those big warriors are there. Everyone is there to fight. He's in there. You just gotta look for it. But I wish that Marvel themselves would, you know, because you get James Gunn back, because James Gunn was the one that put him in Guardians of the Galaxy movies. You get James Gunn back to direct the film, and you have Seth Green voicing him. I think it'll work. Put him in there. And you could say, hey, this isn't your typical comic book movie. It's a, you know, you could say after Endgame, he's stuck on Earth, right? You can do that. You can say after Endgame, Howard's stuck on Earth and he has to learn to navigate Earth. And you can have a villain, you know? You know, for a comic book film, that's have that kind of structure. Origin of how he got somewhere. A villain is created. Final battle at the end. Typical comic book structure. And it's not that bad. None at all. Which is why I'm going to give Howard the Duck an 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 10, because it's not that bad. I enjoyed this film. First time I watched it, I don't know what I thought. When I first bought this from Walmart in the 788 Blu-ray bin, and I popped it in, and I remember sitting there after it was done going, what the hell did I just watch? It's one of those movies, but it's enjoyable as hell. So it gets 8 out of 10 from me. What are your thoughts on Howard the Duck? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty. I'm hoping I can get a top 10 video out today. If not today, then probably Sunday. I got stuff going on this weekend, so there's probably not going to be any videos to release over the weekend. And I'm not sure what my schedule is going to be. I'm going to try to keep it steady this coming week, but after that, stuff might happen where I can't release. Right? So you're going to have to, you know. be patient with me. That's all I can say. But yeah, so like, share, and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty. See you in the next one.